and I have been living in Southeast Asia off and on for the last 3 years. And having an opportunity to immerse in the culture in this part of the world has given me an insight that there's something going on here within the lifestyle, within the belief system of the people. And therefore I've become more interested about what is this that makes it different. And so it seems to me it must be Buddhism. I've been living in Luang Prabang, Laos. We have upwards of 30-some temples that are active in a small community. And the entire atmosphere of this small town is really infused with this Buddhist culture. So I'm here with Supawan Green today, and she's going to answer some questions for me about what it is to practice Buddhism and what makes Buddhism a viable and very vital factor in our world today.
It's very nice to see you again.
Likewise. It's really good to see you.
Yes.
Can't wait to hear from you.
So today you got some questions for me, right?
I do. And it has to do with my experiences having been living here in Asia and witnessing some of the lifestyle and the way people conduct themselves and how it applies to our times in the turbulent world that we're living in.
Okay.
And how to bring some of that. I'm heading back to the West, and I want to know how I can bring some of that simplicity and peace with me.
With you, okay. To give you a good perspective about Buddhism first. Okay, so we got to go back to the night, of his enlightenment, but a bit further, before that. Before that, I would like to talk about the Indian society before the enlightenment of the Buddha. It's very much like this picture, okay? Before the enlightenment of the Buddha, Indian society at that time, people, they were searching for something. It is easier when you know what you don't know, right? Now you can just Google, whatever you know that you don't know, you just Google into it and then you find out the answer. But if you don't know what you don't know, that is difficult. That is much more difficult because you don't even know how to post a question, right? Which got to leave it up to the knower, the real knower, to help you. Okay, so let's go back to the time, the culture before the enlightenment of the Buddha. At that time, Indian society full of people who are searching for something. They'll know that they were searching for something, and they used the term like the end of suffering. There weren't any word like nirvana or anything, okay, because there wasn't any such thing. But however, there were two groups of people, you see. So this is the picture that I like you to see, that people are searching for something that is meaningful to life. But there were two main streams of searching. One side is go toward indulgence, self-indulgence, with all the material wealth, everything. Whereas on the other side of the spectrum, you've got the self-mortifications, okay? Torturing yourself with the hope that they could find the ultimate truth, okay? Find the ultimate truth. In fact, the self-gratification also, they also think that if they, consume or everything that they really want to, in the end they'll get bored of it, and then they will be able to find the ultimate truth. And that was the original, the root of the Harlem isn't culture, And but anyway, they couldn't find anything. Whereas on the other side, they torturing themselves, which Prince Siddhartha, which later on become Buddha, also joined this culture, this self-mortification culture, which lasted him about 6 years. He almost, killed himself for this culture. But toward the end, he could not find anything to be able to end his suffering. So he kind of left the culture and then start to look after himself, start eating again, all these things. And with his, what we call balami, perfection. Balami, have you heard of the word? The perfection of the balami, which is talking about his previous life that he'd been accumulated, for a very, very long, period of time, with the hope that in his last life he could be enlightened, self-enlightened without any teachers. He could find out the answer himself. So that was what's happening after he left this self-mortification culture. He began to look after himself, and then by then he moved to Gaya. Gaya. He crossed the river, and then he sat under this Bodhi tree on that night, and then he told himself that if he did not find the answer, he would not get that from this tree. He would die. He would rather die. And then that was happening. He reached the state of enlightenment, which means that with the modern word, it means that he have found the ultimate truth, and this ultimate truth is exactly the same as ending every shred of sorrow and suffering, mental suffering. Mental suffering, exactly the same thing, the same experience, which later on he named it the word nirvana. So nirvana is also means the outer here. This is another picture that I like to show you. So this is a picture before the enlightenment of the Buddha. No one know anything about life, no one knew the ultimate truth until the first man on earth. The first man on earth, after his enlightenment, he proclaimed himself to be the Buddha. The Buddha as it means the knower, the awakening, and the joyous. ผู้รู้ผู้ตื่นผู้เบิกบาน the joyous. And then he proclaimed that he knew the ultimate truth, which he later on called nirvana. And it is me who, trying to tell people that if there is any ultimate truth at all, it got to be one, right? It cannot be two ultimate truth or three ultimate truth. The ultimate is mean ultimate. There is nothing else that can go beyond this nature or this experience. So I kind of gather all the big words in every religions, no matter it's God or Tao, the tree of life from the book of Genesis, and then the word the ultimate truth, and then here and now as well. Plus my own terminology. I got this terminology, I created it when I was working as a Tai Chi meditation teacher at the University of Birmingham. The innocent perception. So all these words represent the term or the experience, the ultimate truth. Some scientists or some intellectual look at listen to this, they might laugh. There is no such thing called the ultimate truth. But I want to say that yes, there is there is the state of the ultimate truth. Anyway, the ultimate truth is nothing but the innocent perception. So if you know what the innocent perception is, you would know what the ultimate truth is. So to answer to the challenges, you just have to find out what the ultimate truth is. You see, all these words, nirvana, God, Tao, the tree of life, the ultimate truth, or even here and now, they are very much subjected to definition, talking about it, which can be easily slipped into philosophical talking. Whereas the term the innocent perception, it has been regulated by practice. You may think that what happened to my perception? Isn't my perception innocent enough? Okay, so this is something that you have to find out and go into this. So anyway, I just want to conclude here first that the real knowledge, okay, that can help you to, that can lead you or help you to the ultimate truth, happens on the night of the enlightenment of the Buddha. He know the word of the term. He know exactly what the experience of the ultimate truth is, which is the same as the end of suffering, the end of mental tortures. Okay, so from that point onward, he start teaching. So everyone, begin to listen to him, and then his teaching has been passed down 2,600 years exactly this year. Exactly this year, from the year that he reached enlightenment, the ultimate enlightenment. So this teaching has been passed down, from person to person, from teacher to student, and on up till today. And because there is a very precise practice that can help people to get to this or to this, which is something that I can help people with. Okay, so are you clear with this concept? Give you a better perspective. Okay, give you a better perspective.
There was a turning point where there wasn't, and then it was.
Yes, exactly. There is before, and then this is after. However, after 2,600 years, this year, I look at society in Thailand, all over the world really. It's very much like that humanity go back to this state again. We're just searching for something which we don't know what we're searching, and then we always end up with, materialism, consumerism, isn't it? Indulge ourselves,
Achievement.
To the limit that crazy really, and that is because this kind of concept has been thinned down in society, even in Thailand. People don't talk much about nirvana anymore because they don't know what it is, because there are very few teachers who can really talk about nirvana and take you to nirvana. Okay, so this is my field anyway, so I'm going to show you.
Please do.
Okay, so after this I got to show you this